So hi, this is Taoyuan. So here is my week 3 practical for TFI.
So for the first Excel application scope, firstly we need to read the CTMarks Excel file that we retrieved from the mail, and we need to read all 3 sheets. And in this 3 sheet, we can see there are 4 classes and the marks for P01, P02, P03, and P04. And what we need to do is combine the marks and calculate the average marks for these 4 classes. So we need to calculate the sum of the marks for all 4 classes. Firstly, we need to read the marks from sheet 1. So when we click this, you can see we name the data table for sheet 1 is read dt1, and the sheet name is the sheet 1. And then we need to read the mark. We need to read the marks from sheet 2, and we name this data table to read dt2, and the sheet name is sheet 2. And what we do next is combine the data in sheet 1 and sheet 2 into the sheet 1. And the destination is the read dt1, and that is the table 1. And sources is the read dt2, and it is the data from data table 2. So after this step, so for the third sheet, the sheet 3, we name the sheet to sheet 3, and we store the data in data table 2, because we stored because we put the data in table 2 into the table 1, so the table 2 is empty. So we stored the data in sheet 3 into the table 2, and we merge the data in data table 2 and data table 1. So what we get is all the data in 3 sheets into sheet 1, the data table 1. And the question asks us to save the data into a new Excel workbook file. So for this Excel application scope, to save the data in a new Excel file, we need this program to create a new Excel file, which is called the CTMarks Consolidated. And to calculate the sum and calculate the average marks of all 4 classes marks, we need to calculate the sum. So for this part is to put the data in read dt1 table in this new sheet, and we need to calculate the sum of the marks. So we use the for each row. It enabled the program to read each row in read dt1 data table. And for the body part, we use the get row item activity to read each row in the datasheet, and we create a new variable, the row sum, and equal to row value plus row sum to calculate the overall marks. So next we can see I put the default of row sum equal to 0, and it will calculate the overall marks, the sum of the all marks for 4 classes. And next I assign the average marks equal to row sum divide read dt1 average.rows.count, it means I calculate the average marks by use the overall marks divide the column number, and then lastly I put the average string in C1 cell, and I put the marks below the C1 is C2, and lastly I put the message box to tell the user the average value has calculated, and the average value is this number. So when we run the program, after we run the program, a message box will appear. It tells the average value is 68.8. That's all for my practical. Thank you for your listening.